Canal 10. We in Guadalupe. It's going down tonight. Guadalupe, 7 o'clock. Pull-up season. We in the building. The Most Honorable Marcus Garvey said, take the kinks out of your mind. Don't take the kinks out of your hair. You see, so the liberation of African consciousness must take place before there is a liberation of African people. I just had to show them you.
Oh, thank you.
Mois d'Afrique, we turn to the African month. Mr. Dr Umar Johnson is here. You're African, Pan-African, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
Oui, alors il est assuré à Pan-Africain. Alors, can you tell me, pouvez nous dire un peu sur qu'est-ce que c'est le panafricanisme pour les gens qui ne savent pas? Can you tell me?
What pan-africanism is?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Elder. I would summarize it in 3 points. Okay. Number one, all African people are members of one single human family, and that we should identify as African before we identify as anything else. So you're not a Christian who happens to be an African. You're an African who happens to be a Christian. You're not Guadalupe who happen to be African. You are African who happen to be Guadalupe.
So it's an ancestral war that goes back all the way to ancient Kemet with people like Alexander the Great. That's why you have places like the Library of Alexander. He colonially renamed it. So, yeah.
See, the African Baba is sacred because God made you African. Guadeloupe, there's no Guadeloupe before the Frenchman call it Guadeloupe. There's no United States before the British call it United States. There's no Christian before Jesus 2,000. There's no Muhammad 1,500. African has always been. God made you African. You chose your religion. You chose Guadeloupe. You can leave this tomorrow. You can leave the church tomorrow. You can never stop being African. African is sacred.
Donc la base c'est l'Afrique. Hein?
So he's asking you like, since you travel a lot, like do you see a progress and evolution in the Pan-Africanism?
Great question. What I see is the growth in consciousness, and I see the growth in us reclaiming our African identity. However, that psychological and intellectual and spiritual growth has outdistanced the material growth. In other words, I'm not seeing the infrastructure we should be building. America, Guadeloupe, Jamaica, South America, Africa, Black-owned infrastructure. We have not been building as quickly and as strongly as we have been evolving. So the evolution is coming psychologically. But now we need the schools, we need the banks, we need the hospital, Black business, distribution. We need infrastructure. The African world is struggling now because we're still dependent on non-African people for our livelihood and our services.
Qu'il y a un âge qui est entre panafricanisme et psychologie, puisqu'il est docteur en psychologie.
Well, two of the greatest Black psychologists were both Marcus Garvey pan-Africanists. Dr. Bobby Rush out of Chicago, who wrote a book called The Psychopathic Racial Personality. And
Psychopathic racial personality.
Dr. Bobby Wright.
Psychopathic racial, ça c'est une personnalité raciste psychologique. What's the name of the one that wrote the book?
Dr. Bobby Wright.
Bobby Wright, et il parlait de Marcus Garvey, qui était parmi les 10 plus grands psychologues.
And the other psychologist, Dr. Amos Wilson.
Et l'autre là, c'est Dr. Amos Wilson, c'était troisième. At what time?
Dr. Amos Wilson, I believe he passed in the mid-1990s.
Vers le mois 1900.
Yes, but a plethora.
1990.
C'est deux garvéistes. Il te parle de deux garvéistes, psychologues garvéistes.
Yes, yes. And so when you say the link between Garvey and Pan-Africanism is as Pan-Africanist, the psychological liberation of African people must precede any other liberation. So we don't change spiritually, economically, politically, socially until we change psychologically. The most honorable Marcus Garvey said, take the kinks out of your mind. Don't take the kinks out of your hair. You see, so the liberation of African consciousness must take place before there is a liberation of African people.
So he's asking you, like, the Pan-Africanist movement, what does that look like in America and also in Africa too?
Okay. Earlier, when you asked me the principles of Pan-Africanism, only gave you one.
Yeah.
I said that all African people are one. The second principle.
Le premier principe que c'est tout nèg pan-africaniste, nous c'est un seul, même peuple, nous ka sorti de même souche là.
Même côté là.
Right. So the second principle, and these are in no order, but the second principle is as Africa goes, the continent of Africa, as she go up or down, so do all Africans in the world.
Il a dit que deuxième principe, so I was telling him, like, it's just like China. China has a better, well-structured country, right? And they are like the fabrication muscle of the world. You know what I mean? So if like the same level of oppression our people face, they will not be able to do the same thing to Chinese without expecting some form of sanction or embargo coming from China.
Yes.
Alors, justement, semaine passée,
last week, Kemi Seba was here.
We've spoken through WhatsApp.
Et ils font une conférence pour dire que pan-africanisme peut soutenir le mouvement de libération à monde qui est en Guadeloupe. Est-ce que lui a pensé ça aussi?
He said that the pan-Africanist movement is able to support the people in here. Ou veut dire que you're capable de gérer le besoin.
C'est ça que la conférence. Alors, la conférence là, il a fait un choix là. Est-ce
The liberation movement of Guadeloupe. Pan-Africanism helping the liberation of Guadeloupe.
Okay, how can it?
On va penser que vous avez les panafricanistes.
Oui, bien sûr, les panafricanistes.
Peuvent venir à apporter soutien à façon. So he was saying, like, the last time Kemi Seba was here in a conference in Guadalupe recently, he was saying that or the pan-africanists like yourself, and this is your second time coming here, so like I applaud you for that. Like, more of you guys need to come to, not just to Guadalupe, but like you do, you go island hopping, you go in different countries on the African continent, bringing that Pan-Africanist movement and strength and support to whatever situation or issues that our people might be facing all around the world. So that's what he was asking.
I can't stress enough the need for Pan-Africanism to evolve from conversation to literal construction. It's time to build now.
Passer à l'action concrète, la pragmatisme.
Yes, because here's the risk.
Voici le risque.
As we travel and raise the consciousness, the people are energized and interested.
Peuple sous-monté énergétiquement et yo intéressé à mouvement là.
To join us at the table of Pan-Africanism.
Pour rejoindre à la table des mouvements pan-africanisme.
But when they come to the table,
mais là ils viennent à la table,
if they don't see any work being done,
pour action, pour travail, pour fabrication qu'a fait là. Et ça nous sauve ça. Nous connaissons le peuple.
Ah oui.
They will go back to white supremacy and back to sleep.
So basically, he was asking if you was aware about
Pan-African school.
the Pan-African school with
The elder,
Forbidden.
the school that the sister talked about.
Yeah, you're aware of it.
Yes.
So we was telling him like you already know that, and they are part of the organizers of your second presence here. So,
Et lui aussi a une école qui va ouvrir.
because I know we have English speaking people in Guadalupe as well. So that's at 7 p.m. tonight. Make sure you guys come out. Bring say Baba. Bring everybody.
Bring everybody. Bring the elders. Bring the youth. Bring the college students. Bring the criminals. Bring the coons. Bring the Negropeans. Bring the Pan-Africanists. Bring the integrationists. Dr. Umar Ifatunde is here.
Hold on. Je
Il
dis aux
dit
gens qui
que
me regardent que
nobody
pas
said.
qu'il y a des traducteurs, ni deux traducteurs pour le monde qui paye quoi comprendre anglais,
Ouais,
qui
donc,
paye comprendre ça qu'elle dit pas.
C'est un échange,
tout le monde, chien, chat,
Et c'est un échange des frères et sœurs. On pourra poser des questions, on pourra parler, échanger avec le docteur Umar après la conférence. C'est pas un monologue. Nous ne pouvons pas aller nous échanger, nous pouvons rentrer ensemble.
And if they want to reach me, Baba, your listeners, if they need to talk with me, Dr. Umar Ifatunde at yahoo.com. Dr. No period. DRUMAR Ifatunde at yahoo.com.
Dr Umar Ifatunde @yahoo.com.
Ok, c'est noté. En tout cas, merci d'être venu. Thank you.
Bless. Give thanks.
On hold on. Voilà.
Bless.
13h24, deuxième séquence pour la pause. On se retrouve tout à l'heure avec notre dernier invité. Merci d'être venu.
Merci. Merci d'être ici.
All right.
So, we on live, Baba.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. Guadalupe, I'm here. King Kong Consciousness. Come out tonight, 7 o'clock. Let's do it. One love. Black Queens forever. Black Queens forever. Snow bunnies never. Canal 10. We in Guadalupe. It's going down tonight. Guadalupe, 7 o'clock. Pull up season. We in the building.
Make sure you guys tune in tonight. 7 p.m. Well,
Give thanks, Baba. Yes, I. Yes, I.
Tu fais un par un ou tout le monde ensemble? Fais Dr Umar.
Okay.
Talk to me
And you
about it.
wanna make a little video of you.
Okay.
Let me just say that
What you wanna do with that?
Canadians, you know.
Okay. A drop.
Yeah.
Okay. Where at? By the logo or where you want to do it? This went outside too, right? Ain't it a logo outside on the wall?
Yes,
Yes.
but with
Let's
the
go
sound,
outside.
it's complicated with the
The
sound.
light.
Logo.
So we can go inside.
Do the drop, yeah. Okay. And Canal 10 is talk, right? Or is it music and talk, or just talk? Radio. Music and talk, or just talk?
yeah, it's both for them.
It's both.
So in this video, you just need to thank ZCL News,
Okay.
and you say what you. And then you say what was the subject you
I got you.
came
Because
for.
the time is running.
ZCL News. ZCL News. Say go when you ready. This is Dr. Umar Ifatunde, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, and I'm hanging out on Canal 10, ZCL News. Check him out, Facebook, internet, for all the music and all the news for Guadalupe and throughout the West Indies. Canal 10, ZCL News, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, one love. That was good. go live with the beautiful woman. I just had to show him you.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
En fait, j'ai l'inauguration.
Bless.
J'étais là pour le premier la première fois. Ouais.
Blessed mama. All right, Pop. Guadalupe, we in the building. King Kong. We here. Philadelphia Friday night comedy show. Lower Marion Thursday night.
We claim that white people are superior. I don't know where you're getting that from. We do.
Probably from the fact that you say that it's a system of white supremacy.
So you're telling me that there is no system of white supremacy?
No.
Are you saying that white supremacy does not exist? Are you saying that?
Yes, it is.
It doesn't exist. So white people. So you're telling me that there is no. But hold on. Let me give you a question. White supremacy is a social, economic, psychological, political, and militaristic system designed to keep the world's minority group of Europeans in control and power. It is based on their belief that. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish. It is their belief, although false and erroneous, it is their belief that they are superior. And because they know that they not, let me finish. And because they know that they are not superior, they have to create all sorts of dysfunctional systems to disadvantage its victims in order to stay in control. White supremacy is a lie. It is a lie. So what?
I'm the one saying it's a lie. You're the one saying it's a system. I'm saying it's a lie. You're saying it's a system. What is superior?
It is both. It is both. The lie is codified through the system. Yes, it can be both, sir, because the only way you can keep white folk in charge is to systematically disadvantage the competition.